If you're anything like me, I think about what I'm going to eat for breakfast. And of course, I try to eat the healthiest things. Maybe I'll start off my morning with oatmeal and blueberries and what else do I put in it? Cinnamon. Or I'll start off with yogurt and put some granola in it because it starts off my morning on the right foot. But my question for you is, why are all of these quote-unquote experts, why is no one talking about what are you feeding your mind every morning when you first wake up? Hey there, it's Suzanne Oshima, life coach for women in midlife and your fellow sister on a mission to empower and inspire you through the twists and turns of midlife. I'm here to help you transform it into your best life with the Life is Now, Do It While You Can podcast. We only get one life, so let's make it count, and I'm super excited to dive into this new journey together. Hey there, welcome to the first episode of the year 2025 of the Life is Now, Do It While You Can podcast. I'm so excited to be here. And today I wanted to share a life lesson with you. And first of all, I wanted to say Happy New Year. And you're probably like, Suzanne, you're a little late in the game. And I know it's almost the end of the month. But the reason why I wanted to bring up Happy New Year is because I was thinking the other day about how at the beginning of the new year, everybody tends to set some sort of New Year's resolution. Like, what are they going to do differently this year that they didn't do last year? And most people want to get healthier, right? And maybe lose some weight. And I actually think that is the number one New Year's resolution. So before you say, oh God, Suzanne's going to talk about diet and exercise and losing weight, hold your horses. I'm not going to talk all about that. It's just to prove a point. So hang in there with me because it's what I'm going to share with you later on in the podcast relates to this and you'll understand why. So anyways, I think the number one New Year's resolution is to lose weight. And that obviously involves diet and exercise, right? And when you talk to anybody that's an expert in losing weight or diet and nutrition is you have to go into a deep dive on what you're eating for your 3 meals for the day or what snacks you eat in between. And a lot of experts will tell you, you should eat this, you should eat more lean protein, you should eat more vegetables, less oil or whatever it is. And they'll say, and you shouldn't eat that, whether it's sugar, carbohydrates, alcohol, or you should limit this and stay away from this or that, right? And there's all these restrictions. And some experts will even say to you, you should eat the most healthiest breakfast because it's the most important meal of the day and it sets the foundation for the day, right? So it's all about creating this healthier lifestyle for the long run because that's what's going to have the most lasting effects if you want to lose weight and stay healthy. And so every morning, if you're anything like me, I think about what I'm going to eat for breakfast. And of course, I try to eat the healthiest things. Maybe I'll start off my morning with oatmeal and blueberries and what else do I put in it? Cinnamon. Or I'll start off with yogurt and put some granola in it because it starts off my morning on the right foot. But my question for you is, why are all of these quote-unquote experts, why is no one talking about what are you feeding your mind every morning when you first wake up? And I think about this a lot. In fact, I started thinking about this about 5 years ago, about what am I feeding my mind every morning when I first wake up? Am I looking at my phone? Am I looking at social media? Am I looking at emails? Am I looking at news alerts? Or am I turning on the TV and watching the news? And the problem with doing any of that, whether it's your phone, your TV, or whatever it is, or your computer, is you have no control over what pops up on the screen. Whether it's positive or negative, and I will say usually it's something negative or really disheartening. Whether it's like I live close to the LA area where all the fires are in the last couple of weeks. And that's been one of the first things they talk about on the news, or it's one of the first news alerts that will pop up on my phone. And it's not that I want to ignore that, but it's not what I want to start my day off. It's not the first thing I want to feed my mind in the morning. Or maybe it's not even that. Maybe you don't live in California close to the LA fires. Maybe, something else pops up on your phone or on the news is that somebody, I hate saying this, but I have to because I'm trying to make a point, is somebody was killed or there's a fugitive loose. And that's the first thing that your mind is fed. Or maybe there's a police car chase. I don't know what it is about the Los Angeles area. They like to show a lot of police car chases here, and I never understand it. And they'll show it for a long time. It's not just like a minute here or there. Sometimes they'll show a police car chase on the freeway from the helicopter for like 10 to 15 minutes. And I find it so odd, but they do. Anyways, again, I invite you to think about, what are you feeding your mind first thing in the morning? Because that's what sets the precedence for the day. So as I mentioned, about 5 years, I started to think more about this, and I stopped feeding my mind junk, what I call junk, first thing in the morning. So when I first wake up, I do not look at my phone. I do not look at social media. I do not look at email. I do not look at news alerts. Nor do I turn on the TV and watch the news first thing in the morning when I open my eyes. And the reason why I don't is, like I said, I can't control what my mind is fed. And I don't want that to be, if it's negative, to be the first thing that my mind sees. So in the last 5 years, I have created a very positive morning routine where I feed my mind, body, and spirit the most positive things that I can think of that sets the foundation for my day. And so I'd like to share that with you. So the first thing that I do is, and by the way, before I share this with you, is let me just preface this with, I am not a morning workout person. I am that person that always likes to work out at night. That's my thing. So for me to do some morning exercises or stretching first thing in the morning, that's a big deal. It took me a long time to get into this routine. It did not come naturally. So again, I first start off with some stretching. I'll do some yoga poses. And depending on the day, I may do some more intense exercises with weights, squats, with dumbbells, doing weights on my arms. And then when I finish all of that, then I will do a meditation. Not a traditional form of a meditation, but a form of meditation that allows me to focus on what I want to manifest in my life. So obviously something very positive. What do I want to manifest in my life? So I focus on that while I meditate. And then at the end of the meditation, I do my prayers. And after my prayers, I forgot one thing that I do before my prayers is I do some deep breathing exercises. Some deep breathing exercises that help calm my soul. And if I'm feeling any anxiety towards anything, that helps bring down my anxiety levels. And I will tell you the deep breathing exercise that I learned is from Deepak Chopra. And it's a really great breathing exercise. I don't know what he calls it, but it's a really great, simple breathing exercise that really helps calm the vagus nerve. And that's how I start off my day. And then I go into the prayers, and that at the end of it, I feel so great because I have now fed my mind, body, and spirit the most positive thing that I could start my day off with. And it really sets the foundation for my day. And I will tell you that when I start my day off this way, anything could happen, but I feel so strong in my positive foundation that no matter what happens, I feel like I can handle anything and everything. Now, does that mean everything goes hunky-dory throughout the day? No. But I will tell you, I feel so much more grounded when I start my day by feeding it the right things. Now, am I perfect, and do I do this every single morning? I would like to say I did do it 100% of the time, but I don't. I'm human. So every once in a while, yeah, are there mornings where I don't feel like doing it, or maybe I accidentally overslept and I don't have the time to do all of that? Yes. But I will tell you, I notice a huge difference when I don't do it. I always feel a little off. I always feel like I don't have that strong, solid foundation of feeding my mind the right thing in the morning. So I invite you to really think about, if you want to lead a healthier lifestyle, not only, with diet and exercise, but also in your mind. What are you feeding your mind? Think about it every morning. What's the first thing that you're feeding it? You can't control what pops up over social media. You can't control what pops up in the news, what news event is happening that day, whether it's positive or negative. You can't control what emails are going to come across your phone. Maybe it's a client that's telling you what you did wrong. Is that the first thing you want to feed yourself in the morning? No. I mean, you can't hide from it, but why feed it to yourself first thing in the morning? Why not feed it to yourself after you've created a strong foundation in your mind and you feel like, okay, someone's upset with me. I can handle that. Because if you feed it to yourself first thing in the morning, before you've done all that, then you become reactive instead of responding. So again, I invite you to think about, if you really want to live a healthy lifestyle, don't think again just about what you feed your body, but start thinking about what you feed your mind every morning. And if you start shifting into a healthy lifestyle and feeding your mind positive things and setting the foundation for the day, I guarantee you will feel so much stronger in your mind, body, and spirit every day, and you'll feel like I can handle anything that comes my way. Hey there, if you're ready to transform midlife into your best life, but you've been feeling like you're all alone on this journey, then listen up. I can help you meet new friends who are ready and excited to join you on this midlife journey. Just head on over to SuzanneOshima.com and grab my free ebook, Meet New Friends and Spark Meaningful Connections. I know all too well how hard it can be to meet new friends in midlife. In my free ebook, I'll share with you how to unlock the easy, fun ways to connect with like-minded women who are just like you and are looking to make new friends too. Plus, by signing up, you'll be the first to know about new episodes and get access to exclusive content that will empower and inspire you on your midlife journey today and in the future.